What's going on, everybody? How's everybody doing on this Thanksgiving Eve and Wednesday and Hump Day? And when it's Hump Day, it's the Sports Lounge Media. How are you doing, Sarai?
I'm doing amazing. How are you, Chosen?
Doing good. Besides smelling like some garlic, we're doing some fixings in the kitchen, getting all this stuff ready for tomorrow. Hopefully, you guys are doing the same thing with your guys' families. But it's prep night, so we're prepping, we're brining, we're doing all the great stuff. I don't know how you guys cook your turkeys, but put it in the chat below. How you make your turkeys. And also, maybe what's your favorite Thanksgiving meal? Let's talk about that real quick. What's your favorite Thanksgiving meal, Sarai?
Thanksgiving meal or side?
Or side, or
Or
like,
dessert?
Okay, let's do it like this: turkey or ham? Which one you going with? What you
Fried
writing?
turkey.
Turkey?
Fried turkey.
I mean, okay, fried turkey. All right, so turkey. All right, so for me, it's gonna be the turkey as well. What's your favorite side? Give me two.
Cornbread dressing and I like a sweet potato casserole.
Okay. Yams. I like yams with little
Yams.
marshmallows and stuff. Yeah. That's fire. That's fire. Give me that mac and cheese, yo. Give me the four cheese with the breadcrumbs on top with a little bit of, what I'm saying, on top. Um, and then my second would probably be I'm a fan of the biscuits, man. Every year there's these biscuits that have like the little slits on the top. I don't know if you guys know about those.
Brown serve rolls.
Yeah, they had a little. Oh man, well, you dip them in that gravy with the mashed potatoes, and oh man, but yeah, that's my favorite. But what's your all favorite? Put it in the chat below as we get to our sponsors. Do you know our sponsors? Or do you want me to do it?
Go for it. It's all
All
you.
right. So we got Calibrate Graphics. If you want to get all your stuff done up, just like these shirts, these hats, even your car wrap, go visit Calibrate Graphics there in Tulare, California. We also got number one sports fan in Visalia, Tulare, Hanford, and also LA. You can go get your merch. Go get your merch, and when you go in there, make sure that you tell them that the Sports Lounge Media sent you. Also, we have Brian Martino Construction. Anything that you got done, $10,000 or more, you get $1,000 off when you say that the Sports Lounge Media sent you. You get $1,000 off in renovations. I know a lot of you guys are doing a lot of renovations before the holidays, and going into the springtime, you guys are going to do even more. So make sure that you let them know that Sports Lounge Media sent you. And also, we are powered by the Mogul brand and the Diamond Collection. If you need to be hydrated, they say that you are more chronically dehydrated in the wintertime than you are in the summertime. You want to drink that water, and you want to drink the best water on the planet. You're going to want to drink the Diamond Collection with the Black Diamond and the Blue Diamond and these little gummies that we just came out with. Visit us at www.poweredbytnb.com and type in SLM, and you're going to get 20% off of your purchase today. Go visit us there. Thank you again for each and one of you guys that are sponsoring us. Appreciate our community, those who are supporting us. Go tell your family, friends, brother, sister, mother, spouse, whoever to go like, comment, share, and hit that subscribe button. But other than that, let's jump right into it. It's Thanksgiving Eve, and we got some games tomorrow. But before we jump into the games tomorrow, let's talk about the games that happened this past week. All right, jumping right into it. We got the Bills and Texans. Was that the last? Oh no, it was just the Thursday night game. Sorry, Thursday night game. We had the Bills and the Texans. I don't know if it's much of an upset, but I guess it's an upset. I mean, the Texans won 23-19. Bills been struggling. I think they just picked up a wide receiver. I think they just picked up a wide. Oh yeah, they did.
Yeah,
From the
it came out today.
Saints. Who was it? From the Saints. They just picked up somebody. Who did they pick up? Who did the Bills just pick up? Oh, you're looking it up?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Brandon Cooks, is it?
That's right. They picked up Brandon Cooks. So now they got an extra guy with Gabe Davis, Brandon Cooks to relieve some less pressure off of Josh and see if they could get it rolling this next week going into hopefully playoffs, and they're battling for first place in that division. We'll go into the Sunday games. We have the Chiefs winning in overtime against the Colts, 23-20. They won by a field goal. We got the Steelers losing to the Bears, 31-28. We also got the Patriots winning 26-20. And we'll be talking about what's happening with the Bengals. But we got the Ravens still rolling on a streak, beating the Jets 23-10.
Mm-hmm.
Beat the Titans 30-24. We got Packers winning at home in Lambeau, 23-6 against the Vikings. We have the Lions winning in overtime in a stunning Jahmyr Gibbs run at the end, untouched, 34-27. We have the Jaguars beating the Cardinals in overtime, 27-24. We have the Browns. We got Shedeur Sanders in his first debut start, actual first start, playing pretty damn good.
Yeah, he did play great.
Yeah, not too bad for your first game, rookie. 24-10 against the Raiders. We got the Falcons winning 24-10 against the Saints. We have a pretty bad loss to the Bucks, 34-7, and Baker got hurt in the second quarter in that game. Couldn't return. Teddy Bridgewater should be a head coach, not a quarterback in the NFL. We're going to leave that to another day, but they run away with that game 34-7. Rams over Bucks. Monday night game, we got the 49ers playing against Christian McCaffrey playing against his old team, and they get things rolling 20-9 against the Panthers. And the Panthers are in second place in that division, y'all. So that's crazy to think about.
Yeah.
I believe their record is like something like 6-6 now. They're a 500 team. And they need 4 more wins and 1 more loss for me to, 10-7. NFL Junkie is here. What's going on, brother? Thank you for joining us. We got SLM in here, Marc, who is visiting some family, not able to make it on, but he's up in there. We got Bills on Parade up in here as well. What's going on? Thank you so much for joining us today. But what game stuck out to you out of all? Oh, yeah. Sorry, I didn't want to leave this out for anybody that troll me. The Eagles lost. They scored 21 points in the first quarter or so, and they didn't score after that. And it looks like the Cowboys came back and a comeback win, 24-21, and the Cowboys split with us. So, congrats to the Cowboys. They got their Super Bowl win. And we're moving on. What game stuck out to you out of all of these games? What was maybe the most shocking?
So I'll talk a little bit about the Bills and the Texans. I actually attended the game on Sunday, so there was no way for me to watch any other game. So I did go ahead and watch.
John, you shouldn't be in the comments, bro. You should be in here. Like, bro, you should be on the show right now, bro. You should not be in the comments.
So yeah, the Bills and Texans. The Texans defense dominated the Bills. They did sack Josh Allen 8 times. I believe he also had 3 turnovers. So I don't know. I'm still not too certain about the Bills. I feel like there's a lot of things that they can do well. A lot of people get mad at Josh Allen, but I also feel like Josh Allen just can't. He can't win for the entire team. Like, he has to have a team that's going to back him. And so I feel like a lot of people that say it's Josh Allen's fault. He just needs a team, to be honest. And then the quarterback, Davis Mills, I wrote here 2 first half touchdowns. So he helped Houston out. CJ Stroud is out, as most know. So yeah, that was kind of like, it was an interesting game. I actually thought the Bills were going to take the dub for the Texans, but I guess Sarai was wrong. So
She usually is. That's all right. You gonna carry
listen,
on.
last week my picks were horrible because I chose all the underdogs. I was like underdog, 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 and they all disappointed me last week. So
I'm glad that you brought that up because I'm not gonna go on which game stood out to me. I'm gonna go out to, is this a coincidence or is this like real life, real football? Now, come down this ride down this ride with me, okay, for a quick second. Is it crazy to think that if Dallas was to lose, the Chiefs were to lose, Bears were to lose, um, what's the other team? Packers were to lose, right? And the Lions would have lost in overtime. That and the Ravens, of course, they would have won, but the Bengals would have pulled off maybe a win. I mean, it was 26-20. They were there. They could have won that game. Whatever. Is it crazy to think that we wouldn't have such a big raw Thanksgiving Thursday games? Because think about it. With all these teams winning, the Eagles losing, right? So you have the Packers winning. You have the Lions winning. They play against each other on Thanksgiving. Okay. You got Ravens who are on a roll. Joe Burrow is back in his next game. That's
oh
a
yeah,
raw
he
ride.
does come back. Yeah.
Yeah, so he's playing in his next game on Thanksgiving, which is crazy. And then you got I said Lions and Packers. Oh, and then you got the
Chiefs.
stunner. The Chiefs won in overtime, which is crazy against the Colts, right? And they're playing against Dallas, who just beat the Philadelphia Eagles, and they're rolling. I don't know if that sets up cinema for a Thursday games, but for some odd reason, I have this little weird little feeling like, yo, is this for the views, bro, or is this real life football? I don't know. Put it in the chat, but for me, I don't know. I'm not that type of guy to think that. I don't want to believe it. I don't want to believe that Vegas made a phone call and they made this thing happen for tomorrow, but it's looking like that. And I know what you're thinking. But what does this have to do with Friday night's game? Well, let me tell you how this works out.
We've
Did
had an
you know that
alliance.
the Bears? Did you know that the Bears beat every NFC team except the Eagles? Do you know that the Eagles beat every NFC team except the Bears? That sets up for Friday. So that's a Black Friday cinema game. Whoever wins that game actually takes the Infinity Stone and beats the whole entire division. I don't know what sets that up for a better Thursday and Friday night game, but man, I don't want to believe it, but it's here. I mean, you're gonna get the views on Thursday, and you're gonna get the view on Friday. All in all to say, those are going to be great games. I was watching all these games on quad boxes. I loved all the games. But since we're talking about next week, let's just jump right into next week. We got the Packers versus the Lions in the morning game. We got the afternoon game is going to be the Chiefs at the Cowboys, of course. And then we got the Bengals at Baltimore in the night game. That set up a pretty good. Which one stands out to you for Thanksgiving?
I'm interested to see the Chiefs and the Cowboys, to be honest. I feel like a lot of people now are pulling for the Cowboys. They just came off of a big high. They say Dak is really rolling with George Pickens. They have George Pickens now on this pedestal that he is it, which he does. He is a really amazing wide receiver. Being at the game, I have to say this guy has speed. It was crazy to see him jet down the field. But I think a lot of people now are just going for the Cowboys. They don't think Patty Mahomes can do it. A lot of people are saying the teams with home games are the winners. So I'm going to be interested to see that game for sure. I hope that even though the Chiefs, I don't think they're going to, still my take is if they do go into the playoffs, they're going to slide into the playoffs. But because of what Dallas did to us, I want the Chiefs to beat Dallas. So that's going to be my pick.
Yeah, this also sets up a really bad situation for either or whoever loses as well.
Right.
I mean, you got Denver at top of your division in the AFC West.
Mhm.
You got the Chargers right underneath there, and then you got the Chiefs that are really trying to take second place, if not slide into the playoffs, like you said. And then the same thing are happening for the Cowboys.
Cowboys,
If
right.
the Cowboys can roll too, they can get into that last 7 seed spot and roll in. So it's really this whoever loses is going to be in a bad spot. So that's what makes that a little bit more cinema. For me, I'm going to go with the Packers and the Lions. I think the
Mhm.
Packers win. I think the Packers win this game. Have you seen how the Lions literally have only JMO and Gibbs in their offense right now,
Right.
right? Um, to the point where now their center comes out of retirement to try to help the line out, right? So
Yeah, that was breaking news that we posted today regarding, someone coming out of retirement. They had a deadline as of today, and he decided to come out of retirement.
yeah, and that's huge for that line. That's going to be very huge for that line.
Mhm.
Not really excited about the Bengals and the Ravens game. To be honest, I think the Ravens pulled that one out. I don't know how rusty Joe Burrow's going to be. No T. Higgins in that game. He has a concussion, going to concussion protocol, not going to meet the requirements to come back in that game. So all they're really going to have is Chase. And so, yeah. So I'm really looking forward to that early morning game,
Mhm.
Packers versus Lions. Really don't care about the Chiefs or the Dallas Cowboys, to be honest. I'll probably be cooking around that time anyway, so I'll probably be seeing it, not seeing it type deal.
I have family
But
that's Cowboy fans, so I'm gonna have to sit in a living room full of
jeez,
Cowboys
I feel,
fans.
I feel, I feel bad for you. I feel bad for you. Wear your Eagle stuff. Nah. Um, and then also we have Black Friday game. We
Which
got
is
the
new.
bet. Yeah, I think they had one last year.
Did they? I don't think so. Did they?
Yeah, I think they had one last year on Prime. Yeah.
Hmm.
Um, Bears at Eagles. Going back to the link, hopefully pulling that game off.
There's so
Looks
many players on the Bears as well that I'm going to be interested in seeing how they play defense against our
Yeah, they
girls.
have a lot of players coming back as well off of injury, so they're locked and loaded. We have it looks like Sidney Brown got the nod to play safety for Makuba. I believe Makuba's probably out for the whole entire season.
Mhm.
Um, uh, yeah,
I'm not
so
sold on Brown just yet. I think he's a very aggressive player. So we shall see how he puts that aggression to actual technical skills and tackles and things like that.
yeah. Welcome in, Nova. I appreciate you joining the stream. Yeah. Thank you for joining our community. We appreciate you 100%. But I mean, yeah, I mean, we'll see what happens in this game. Um, yeah, from here on out, I mean, the only other team that really looks competitive on our schedule would probably be the Buffalo Bills. And it looks like if we lock things up early enough, we probably won't even be playing our players around that time if we lock up the second seed. Really, that's what I want, anyways. Yeah, is the second seed. I don't want another rest. I don't want another like let's keep it going.
Mhm.
So give me the second seed. Sunday games. We got the Niners at the Browns. Hey, gives another opportunity in Cleveland for Shador to play against an illegitimate team and see what he looks like.
With a
So
starting
that's good.
quarterback.
Huh?
With a starting quarterback. In Brock.
Yeah, with the starting quarterback in Brock. Yes, absolutely.
Mhm.
And then we got the Jaguars in Tennessee. We got the Texans at Colts. That's another interesting game. You got a really good defense that
Mhm.
Indiana Jones has to play against, and Jonathan Taylor in the front four. So we'll see if Will Anderson, all these guys can put it all together and see how we roll there as well. We got to. I mean, I don't know how this game. I kind of think I know how this game's going to go, but we got the Saints and the Dolphins. Got Saints
Mhm.
visiting Miami, and then we got the Falcons and the Jets. So a really good week for those who are betters, right? And John can also, you visit him on SLM Bets. He can probably give you some good bets there. But really good week for betters. We got Rams in Carolina on Sunday. Um, We got the Cardinals at the Buccaneers. The bounce back game looks like not a serious injury for
Baker.
Baker.
Hmm.
Yeah, so he will be back. The other thing is they got Godwin back. Now they're getting Bucky Irving back, and then next week they'll have Mike Evans back.
Yeah.
So they'll be fully loaded within the next 2 weeks. So interesting to see what happens there with the fully loaded. Takes a lot of the pressure off of Baker, and Baker can set into his own and actually just be Baker Mayfield. We got Vikings at Seattle. See what
Mm.
Seattle can do with that defense. That should be an interesting game. Um, we got the Raiders at LA Chargers. Um, Chip Kelly just got fired. We're gonna see what the offense looks like over there at the
Send Chip Kelly
Raiders.
back to the Eagles.
Huh?
Send Chip Kelly back to the Eagles.
No, that would be diabolical. There is rumors that Brian Dable is having conversations with the Eagles. He is talking about how to get Jalen Hurts more comfortable in the pocket. He's worked with him before. He has given advice. I don't know if they're going to bring him onto the staff as this late, but they are having those conversations as we speak. We'll see how that goes. Maybe they'll switch some things up. Watched a little bit of film with the Saquon Barkley. I mean, brother, I know you're saying no down there.
He was trade Saquon.
I know you're saying no down there, but listen, I don't think it gets worse than KP right now. I think Brian
Or
Dable
Dougie
is.
P. I mean, I really love me some Dougie P.
Oh, that's for next year though. That's for next year. I'm talking this year.
Hmm.
Yeah, I would like Frank, or I would like Doug. Either one of those two is a tremendous upgrade in throughout the years. I mean, of offensive coordinators, to be honest, since the Steichen era, right? Um, outside of that, I mean, Dougie Fresh has been there.
Oh, he
He's
said no
won.
to Chip Kelly. All Eagles fans
Oh,
are just traumatized by the Chip Kelly.
oh yeah, that's yeah. That that gave me a weird feeling down deep inside. But yeah, so we'll see what happens with that. But going back to it, we got the Bills visiting Pittsburgh. That's a must
Mhm.
win for both teams. So
Yeah,
that's gonna be a stay away game. They're gonna have to fight in
see
that
what's the
game.
other.
That should be a battle. It is in Pittsburgh though, so yeah. Broncos at Commanders. At this point, do we really know who the Commanders are at this point? Looks like the
They've had
Broncos is going to be the first. The Broncos are going to be the first 10-win team. It looks like, and then we got a Monday night game. Now, hear me out. Hear me out. We got the Giants at the Patriots, and a lot of you are probably going to say New England's going to win this game, and I don't blame you. Piece of me thinks that New England's going to win this game too. But there is another piece of me that says if they could put together what they put together against the Lions, very possible that the Giants can win this game. Their defense, if they can get their defense in order, right, keep the game close.
Mhm.
Jameson did some miracle things, and I think they could pull out this win. I really do. I think the Giants and the interim coach, he's trying to get a name for himself as well, and
Right.
trying to stay there as a head coach. So this is his way of maybe stunning them and getting an opportunity. And New England don't need this win, right? The Giants do. So they're already a 10-2 team. Patriots already a 10-2 team. So um,
The
yeah,
Pats are killing it.
yeah, Pats are killing. What game sticks out to you the most for this Sunday games? Which game sticks out to you? There's a lot of garbage games, I understand, but it's football. They all got to play each other. And
Yeah.
what game sticks out to you? I'll go first. Bills and Steelers. A must win for each team. I think that's a game that must be watched to see who the Bills truly are. If the Bills are going to fall off and lose division, this is the way to do it. Is lose to the Steelers, or is the Steelers going to allow the Ravens to creep up on them and win division? So we have two different scenarios on both of those, and I'm most interested to see who the Bills truly are and if Cooks makes a difference in that game. And then also, Aaron Rodgers, I believe, is set to play in this game as well. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens. What game sticks out to you?
Probably for the Sunday game, it would be probably the Texans and the Colts. That's probably the one to probably kind of watch. I kind of agree with you on that. Like Jonathan Taylor did get stopped a lot this past week, and I think if they can put a good enough game plan, then it'll be interesting to see how they can stop Jonathan Taylor again, because he is right now in the MVP odds and he's doing a really amazing job. But I just feel like, I don't know, are the Colts really who they say they are? I haven't been sold this season with them. So
yeah, me either. There's a couple of teams that are in the top 5 that I'm not sold on. I think that they're having a really great regular season. It's that postseason that I'm worried about when you go up against a team that's more experienced than you and have been there and done that, and it's one game, go home, and they can put the whole playbook out there. It scares me a little bit against these teams that are inexperienced, but that's I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, the Colts look great. They could just build off of that. Patriots look great. They can build off of that. They could be a juggernaut next year. Bears, they look decent under Brian Johnson. If they make it into playoffs, that's just going to build their character and who they are and make the name for themselves in that NFC North, and make it really competitive with 4 really good, okay teams, or good teams, in the Lions and the Vikings. JJ McCarthy got a lot. I mean, a lot of these teams that are going to make it in this year. Seattle is another one,
I just think a lot of teams have been super inconsistent. Like one day their star running back does really great, gets yards, and then another game it's their wide receiver or they get stopped, and it's just this season is definitely so inconsistent. And even with the Rams being number 1 right now, I don't see them still being the dominant team.
Yeah, and with the Rams, it's kind of worrisome too. I mean, they're having a phenomenal season, and Matthew is playing out of his freaking mind right now. You got to give credit where credit is due. Their defense is definitely stepping up. But when you see them play against the Seattle, which they have to go to Seattle to play in, which that's the game that I'm really circling. And when Sam Darnold throws 4 picks and you don't turn those picks into touchdowns or field goals and blow that team out after making that many mistakes, that's kind of worrisome. But we got to give credit where credit is due on the opposite side. Is it Seattle's defense too that could put up stops and is the reason why? And if that is, and they don't, let's just say they don't make 4 mistakes and 4 interceptions, do they turn those drives into touchdowns or field goals and win that game?
Right.
So there's a lot of variables that happen that make you think about, are the Rams for real or is Seattle for real? And we're gonna find that out in the second matchup because they already played each other. So always tough to play a divisional game. We know that firsthand as we lost to the Cowboys. We lost to the Giants. So we split with both of those teams, and we still got to play the Commanders twice. So we understand fully what it feels like to lose to a divisional opponent.
And I don't think a lot of people understand divisional games. So you play them twice a year. You see the same playbook usually twice a year. The same, like, divisional games are always going to be harder, and I don't think people quite understand that.
Yeah. Well, let's jump into our next segment. It's about that time. Power rankings. Let's go. Who is in your power rankings? Who is your top 5? No honorable mention at this particular point in this show and any further shows, because we're at that point where we figured out who teams are, who they're going to be for the rest of the season, even though we had said there's some things that we got to figure out. But they've already played. We're going into week 13, 14. We're going in 14. You know what I'm saying? So it's that time of the season where it's past the halfway point. Who is in your top 5? Who's number 5?
So for number 5, I have the Philadelphia Eagles. They went from my number 1 spot last week to my number 5.
They dropped that much? I don't think they deserve to drop that.
I think It was this Sunday was such a disappointment. I think the wins, a lot of people say a dub is a dub, and I understand that, but I think at the end of the day, we are starting, like, the band-aids are starting to be pulled off, and our offense is really starting to understand they have no identity. Like, what are we? Are we a run team? Are we a pass team? What kind of identity do we have? And they need to figure that out quick. And so that does scare me a little bit going into these last games and then into the postseason. But
I'm gonna have to disagree with you on that. I think they do have an identity. I think they just are they're just not, whatever it is, whether if it's the health of the offensive line
Mhm.
or it's the play calling, one of the two is not clicking, right? And so that adds pressure back behind them. But they know they're a run. They know that they're a run first team. They know that they can sling the ball down the field. They know who they are, and Jalen Hurts knows who he is as a quarterback. I don't think identity is the problem. I think it's play calling when you're running it, second and 9, right? And you have two opportunities to sling that ball down the field, that's a play call, you know. There was film that I seen with the Eagles and Saquon. There's open holes and he keeps dragging it out and they're making holes, and you can go in all 22 and slow it down. Multiple holes and he's not taking the holes, or he hippity hops and jumps, and when he jumps, he's jumping out of the hole instead of grabbing the ball, shooting through the hole. That's why you see Tank Bigsby, he sees the hole, runs through the hole.
Right.
Saquon jumps and
Yeah,
sees the hole, jumps back, and it's too late when you jump back.
I agree with you on that. And I've been, for the past couple of weeks, I've been saying, is Saquon not understanding the holes, right? I
Yeah.
think he was very spoiled last year with our offensive line in a lot of ways. And of course, it probably was play calling as well. But even, like I mentioned, it's a whole different game when you're actually at a live game and you see it differently from the TV to the field. And there was several times where we would notice these holes and it was like, Saquon, what are you doing? Like, I agree with you. Like, he does a lot of the fidgeting and kind of just doesn't know where to run. So I do agree with you on that. I think, like Jalen Hurts said today in the press conference, like, we don't have an identity. We don't understand what it is just yet, but we're figuring things out. And so I do agree with him on that. I do agree with the chat too. Like, our first half, yeah, we were clicking. I mean, I was just like, I couldn't stop screaming and cheering. The sad thing is when you come back and then they lost whatever they had, whatever drive they had, or whatever they changed in the half. That's super disappointing because we can't complete a full game. Like, we can't complete 4 quarters for whatever reason. And there's been several games that we've played either the first half, or there's been several games that we only play the second half and try to come back. And usually, yeah, it's a small win. But yeah, I just feel like right now they need to figure things out. They need to figure it out quick.
Honestly, put 80% of that on the defense, though. If we're up 21-0,
Mhm.
defense needs to make stops too. You get what I'm saying? We need to. I mean, we stopped the Detroit Lions from scoring.
Mhm.
You know, they scored only 7. They only scored 1 touchdown.
But
We
our
stopped.
defense
We
was
stopped.
fast.
There's only been 2 touchdowns scored in 2 games, right? Dak Prescott and the Cowboys scored 3.
Yeah, and I mean, our defense was gassed at second half because our offense just couldn't get things going. There was a lot of penalties, a lot of mistakes. Like, I've never seen our team be so sloppy in play, especially at the
Yeah.
standards that they have, the high standards that Jalen Hurts talked about today. Like, we have these standards. Like, why are we not meeting these standards? Because it was a lot of technical stuff. So they dropped for me to 5. For 4, I have Seahawks. I think that
You
they,
and them damn Seahawks,
I
man.
think
I
they
tell you what.
are, I think they're a little bit more consistent than the Eagles. So I do have the Seahawks at 4. I have the Broncos at 3. I still think their defense is probably one of the tops right now. Defense wins championships. That's why I also think the Eagles still have a chance, even if we can't figure out our offense, but we need to figure it out. The Pats, I mean, I've been a cheerleader for the Pats. I feel like they're also very consistent. they've shocked a lot of the divisions and even their fans at how consistent they are being as well. And then as much as I don't want to say this, but I think the Rams are also pretty consistent. Like you said, Matthew Stafford is playing like he needs to play, and we'll have to see where it leads. But I also think there is a lot of inconsistencies in their play when it comes to penalties and technical and things like that. So that's my five.
Cool. My five. Let me just for the, and don't grill me on the chat. This week and this week only. Okay. I mean, for this week and this week only, this is what I got. Okay. So I got the Bears at number 5. Bears in the top of the division. We got they're 8-3. They have been squeaking out games, winning games. Caleb Williams didn't look like how he looked like last year.
Mm-hmm.
I got to give credit where credit is due. And this for this week and this week only, I believe, they're in my top 5. Let's put them at number 5. Okay. Number 4, give me the Denver Broncos. Also, like you said, consistent team. There's some things though. There's 3 games that they had to play back on. There's some things going on with them that I seen. They are 9-2 though. They got only 2 losses, and I get that. But there were some things that between Bo Nix and Sean Payton that I didn't agree on. That they haven't been playing well with, and so they weren't on the same page for I think it was like 4 or 5 game stretch. So I got them at number 4. At number 3, I got Philadelphia Eagles. Philadelphia Eagles at number 3. They lost to a division rival. Give us a freaking break here, okay? They are also 8-3. But at the end of the day, we can't escape the fact on who they played against and all the different teams that we played against and we won against, and the fact that we beat both the whole entire basically NFC North coming into Friday. At the end of the day, they are my number 3. Number 2, I got the Pats. Give me the Pats at number 2, man. Pats has been, like you said, a consistent team. One thing that worries me though is playing against bad teams. You need to blow them out, right? You need to beat the brakes off of those bad teams.
He sounds like someone similar.
Yeah, because I'm using his I'm using his logic, right? So with that, when you're playing against a Bengals team that has a guy that came right off of the couch, right? When you're playing against, I believe no Jamar Chase because he's suspended for a week. You got T. Higgins that had a concussion. When you're playing against that, you shouldn't win by just 6 points, right? You got to put some more points on the game on the board because. Reason why I'm saying this is because when you get into playoffs, you cannot play like that against stronger caliber teams. You know what I'm saying? And so that's the reason why I have them at number 2.
Okay.
At number 1, it's gonna have to be the Rams this week, man. As much as it hurts for me to say that, they've been playing, they've been balling, man. Devontae Adams doesn't look like Devontae Adams from last year. He looks like Devontae Adams that was on the Raiders. You know what I mean? Puka Nacua playing good. I think he deals with a lot of different injuries. Like I've noticed he comes off the field a lot and he misses a lot of plays. I don't know what it is. That's a little worrisome for me. If you taking plays off like that, it's a little worrisome for me. Kyra Williams running the ball, doing what he's supposed to do, right? Matthew Stafford playing like it's his last year, probably is his last year, but he's playing, giving everything he got. Those shots are working. I don't know what's in them shots, but them shots make him feel 20 again. You know what I mean? Defense reverse, leading the charge. He's playing really good. They're playing really good defense. Still a little suspect on the secondary though. That third level is a little worrisome for me. But right now they're playing really good football, and that's what it's going to take. I would like to see him blow out more teams. Buccaneers, I wouldn't call really a blowout when you don't have Baker being able to play the full game. He can come back in games. Don't think he's just like Patrick. He can come back in some games. So to not see him for 4 quarters in that game, didn't really say much to me because I mean, the game before he was battling with Josh Allen in a shootout, and I think he could have made this a shootout too. And I would like to see what Matthew Stafford looks like under pressure when he has to, have a shootout. Um, but that's my top five, and that's what I got. I got a couple people down here. Of course, John has his Niners at number five. Of course he does. Why wouldn't he? You know what I'm saying? See, I mean, he don't even got the Seahawks are in here who are above them. Of course he does. But he has them. He has the Eagles at number four. He has Pats at number three. He has Rams at number two and Broncos at number one. I'm not going to argue that one and two. You could interchange those. Those are interchangeable. Some people might see the Broncos more of a threat because they have a top five defense. I see what you're doing there. But yeah, he has the Broncos at one, Rams at two, Pats at three, Eagles at four, and Niners at five. Of course he does. Kim Pat Talk, you shouldn't be up there saying what's up. You should be up here with us. What you doing, man? You seen the text messages on the thread. Anyways, going with NFL Junkie, he has Bears at number five too. He has Detroit at number four. He has Eagles at number three. Pat and yeah, he has Pat at number two and Rams at number one. So he has the first three at like me. Our number four is different. And then he has Bears at number five for this week and this week only. And of course, Kim Pat Talk, he's just going to talk about just his team. He has Pats at number two. I think that's what he said. Hashtag Pats at number two. He just got off of a show. Okay. But yeah, so we have that going on.
Yeah.
That's what we got, guys, for today's show. This is that segment in the show where Sarai takes over. Go ahead.
Yeah, so I want to introduce you guys to Sadie. She is still available, y'all. Sadie is 3 years old. She is a female. She's a Rottweiler, 63 pounds. We actually found her story began on the side of the road in Crandall, Texas, where she was found all alone. She luckily has had her first procedure for one of her legs, as she has to have, if I'm not mistaken, it's TPLO knee surgery, I think. We're still vetting her for her second surgery. If you're interested in adopting Sadie, there's also other cute dogs and cats on the website. A little bit about Hearts and House Rescue. Hearts and House Rescue is a 501c3 nonprofit organization based in Texas. The organization is a labor of love, full of a lot of volunteers who dedicate a lot of their time, and it's funded by the community that surrounds us. So we're super grateful and thankful. Since tomorrow's Thanksgiving, we are super grateful and thankful for those that really come into fostering to help pull dogs out of the pound and off the streets. If you're interested in ever donating, feel free to on their website, heartsandhowlsrescue.org. It is tax deductible. And if you're interested in purchasing off their Amazon wish list, that's also found on the website. You can click on the QR code to the side of me and kind of scan that and see how you can help. But yeah, for Thanksgiving, one thing is I am super thankful for those that really just step up to help the cats and the dogs.
And soon the horses.
And maybe
but
horses.
Until we get there, you can visit all of our shows and all of the great content, our posts, our blogs, everything like that. Live tune in into the primetime video stuff that we have going on there as well. But you can tune in at www.sportsloungemedia.com. Also, you can click on the QR code as well. And we're going to be doing some drawings, some different things when it gets closer to the playoffs. In the playoffs, we're going to be raffling off stuff, doing some different things. And also for the Super Bowl, we'll be out at the Super Bowl attending and doing some great things out there, and also giving away a free jersey. And I believe John on his show is giving away a Josh Allen helmet, and also another Vikings helmet as well.
Jefferson, I think.
Yeah, Justin Jefferson. So check him out as well on his show. But I mean, Sports Lounge Media is giving away a bunch of great things. If you are fans of that team or not fans of that team, it's great memorabilia to keep. He also giving away an autograph jersey as well. Tune in there. We're gonna start putting all of those different things and how to enter those things. Just subscribe here to find out all the great information in the greatest community and the ones that are going to give you the greatest content here at www.sportslinemedia.com. Again, click on that QR code. This is the end of the show, guys. Also, put in the chat what is one thing that you are thankful for before we move into Thanksgiving. We're going to end the show on that. Sarai, real quick, what is one thing that you are thankful for?
I am thankful that I am able. I'm able to go to work. I'm able to work out. I'm able to be on the pod and grow this community. So I am thankful for just being able.
And mine is kind of generic. I'm thankful for family and friends, people that I love and care about the most. And I'm also thankful for this community that we have made, our friendships that we have built through Sports Lounge Media. All of you that are out there, super appreciative of those who have been supporting us thus so far. Very thankful and grateful for all of you. Yeah, and we're just building our relationships and getting deeper into our relationships and super excited about that. But I'm thankful for, again, my family and friends, people that I love and care about the most. And that's all of you guys. So appreciate y'all. And I especially appreciate you.
I appreciate you.
On that note, guys have a happy Thanksgiving, happy holidays. I know those Christmas trees are coming up on Saturday. We'll be talking about that too. We're going to try to create a Christmas special. We were supposed to do a Thanksgiving one, but we're going to create another one. Have fun with your family. Hold them tight. Hold them dear these holidays. And from our SLM family to yours, you guys have a happy Thanksgiving. Appreciate you guys. Love you guys. And we'll see you guys soon.
Bye, y'all.